Yo, what up, guys? It's Kikz Bryan here for Wife Clan TV and Kika Unduka. Yeah, so in our last tutorial, what we did was we designed a login form. Yeah, this one, and a register form also, which is this. So in this tutorial, what we're gonna do is we're gonna link these forms, like we're gonna make the buttons work. So what I'm doing right now is adjusting the manifest back to the default. If you remember, in the last tutorial we changed it in order to see the register activity, so we made the register page the default page when the app runs. So for this tutorial we're gonna make the buttons work, and to make buttons work you need to use the intent function, the intent code. So yeah, now I just adjusted the manifest because in the last tutorial, if you remember, since we didn't link the buttons, so we couldn't really get into the register page. I had to make the register page the default activity that runs when the application is prompted. So yeah, however, in this one it's going to be running like a normal application, which means the login button is going to be working, although it's not going to verify anything. But yeah, it's going to work. It's going to link you to a different page. The register here button, the register here text view, the back to login text view, the register button, they're all going to do something. So yeah, let's get to the video. Now, like I said, the manifest is very sensitive, so if you're not using it, it shouldn't be open. So I'm going to close it right now. And now for us to make use of these buttons, to code the buttons and make them work, we need to go to the Java side of the application. So now this is the Java part of the login page. As you can see, it's called login activity.java. So how do we make the buttons work? First of all, we need to declare variables for every palette item that is on the page, and we can do that by coming right under set context view, right under there, and we'll type final. And now you look at what you have. We have this username, which is under edit text. If you remember, it's under the edit text side. See, text field bracket edit text, so we use edit text. Password is also under there. Login is for button, and register here is text view. So we're going to do this: final edit text, then declare a variable. Since it's the username, we'll call it user equals edit text again in bracket this time. Find view by id, r.id dot, then now you call the id of whatever you're calling. So we need the user box, and which is the username, and if you remember, the id we gave it in the last tutorial was userbox login, which is this one right here. So I'm going to call it r.id.userbox login. Now we'll call the next one final edit text the same way. Declare a variable here, so when it's time to interconnect with other things like the codes, we can use these variables we have declared here now to refer to the buttons and to the IDs here. Okay, so for the password we could say final edit text, declare a variable, let's call it p-word, or if you want we could call it password, whatever you want really. It's a variable, so it can change. Password edit text, and here you can also repeat in the register page, since these are variables, they are not like IDs or anything, so they can change. So find view by id, r.id dot p-word login, and go to the next one, edit text, No, sorry, the next one is a button, which is the login button, right? So login equals login btn equals button find view by id r.id dot login button final text view reg v equals text view find view by id r.id dot tv reg, that's text view reg, if you remember. So once this is done, we want to make the text view be able to click, so we're gonna give it an on-click listener. We're gonna give it a listener. What this listener does is, well, self-explanatory. It listens for clicks and sees what happens. So we say reg v, since that's the variable name we gave it, reg v dot set on click listener new view on click listener, and it's gonna create this, and inside we're gonna give it an intent. So intent tells it what you want it to do, which page you want it to go. So it's gonna say intent. You give the intent a name, so I'm saying Kika, which is my name, and we could say new intent, and inside that we're gonna tell it which page we are and where we want to go. So yeah, we're gonna say register activity, oh sorry, login activity, my god, login activity dot this comma register activity dot class. Take note, dot this and dot class. So now if you run this and you click the text view part, which is supposed to take you to the register activity, nothing is gonna happen. Why? Because although the intent is there, it has not been started. So we're gonna say start activity and call the intent Kika. So now if we run this, it's gonna work, but we want both buttons to work. However, our login button is gonna be linking us nowhere because there's no other page except the login and register. So let us create another activity which we could call the home page. So like the last time, we'll come to app Java section, and here we'll come to this folder here, com.example.uname.your-project, then new activity, empty activity, and give it a name. So let's say main activity, maybe, or we could say home. So this is activity home. It's gonna be the layout name. So this is the Java section of the home page, and this is it. Well, it's looking so plain, so maybe we could give it a background or something. Let's just change the background color so it looks nice. So we have the background. To get here, you have to click on this place and the properties section will pop out here. Just wait for the Android Studios to load. Sometimes it becomes a bit crazy. You remember last time. Okay, so let's try that again. So if you want that to come up, you just click here, and here the properties section comes up. You could view fewer properties or view all properties. Yeah, so come to background and we could pick a color, something. Let's pick blue. See, now the whole thing is blue. Background tint, let's see, color. I know I'm picking this, but I think it covered it. Oh my god, just wipe this out. And yeah, so everything is blue. So if we're gonna, now we have activity home, let's link the login button to that page now. So we're gonna come outside this, and yeah, we're gonna be here now. Call, if you remember, we declared login button, so now we're gonna repeat the same step we did for that. Set on click listener, new on click listener, and it's gonna create this again. And the same way, we're gonna make an intent, give it a name. This time let me just name it intent equals new intent login activity, because that's where we are. This comma, then where are we going? We're going to home dot class, and we close. Start activity intent. So that's that for the login page. Both buttons on the login page are working now. And for the register page, like in the last video, if you remember, I said when we click the register button, although it's not gonna do anything, it's gonna let you know that it's gonna show a text saying you have successfully registered. So that's exactly what we're gonna do now. So now we'll come to the register activity.java, and we repeat the same steps we have here. Now we have name, username, email, and password. We have the register button and the login text view. So we have 6. So now under this again, final, edit text, name equals, edit text, find view by id, r.id dot f name, that's full name, final, edit text, edit text, username equals edit text, find view by id, r.id dot user box reg, final, edit text. What's the next one? Email, password, and then yeah, so email equals edit text, find view by id, r.id dot email box, and we're gonna close this. Final, edit text. And yeah, I know I can copy these, but I want to type it so at least you guys understand it and whatnot. Final, edit text, password, edit text, find view id, r.id dot keyword reg. And yeah, now for the button, final button, register equals reg btn, final text view, login page is what I'm gonna call this. Equals text view find view id r.id that sorry, not reg btn, sorry, this is login tv. Okay, so now that all has been declared, we're gonna make the login text view work first. So we'll say login page dot set on click listener, just like the last one. New on click listener, create this, get your intent, login equals new intent. Now this time, because we're in register activity, it's gonna be register activity dot this comma, and we're going to the login activity, so it's like pretty much the reverse of the other one. Login activity dot class. Now we're gonna make the start activity dot, okay, sorry, not dot, login bracket login. And yeah, so now the button is gonna work. So let's make the register one work also. We're gonna say register that set on click listener, new on click listener. Okay, now here's where we're gonna do something different. We want it to show a text, so this is what it's gonna be. I'm gonna say toast. For text, to make text, we're gonna use toast, the toast function, toast dot make text. And when you have make text, you're gonna have the activity it is, and right now we're on the register activity, so yeah, register activity dot this comma the text you want it to show. So let's say registration successful. Let's close this outside first, and here we're gonna put the length of the toast dot length. So do we want it to be long or short, whatever we want. And we're gonna, for it to show, we're gonna have to give it the dot show function, and there it is. So now everything is ready, and we can now run the application and try it out and see how it is. So I just plugged in my phone now, and I'm about to run it. There, it's building the Gradle. Alright guys, so I ran the application and I'm gonna test it out now. So if we put in a couple parameters here, let's say Kika or Kiaka, whatever, password 12345, and we log in. Here we have the blue page, which I put as the background, and the other side still showing the header design. And if we click register here, it goes here, and when we click register, if you see registration successful, looks nice, doesn't it? Back to login page, login, register, and yeah. Okay guys, so that's it for the video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you have my number, you can text me on WhatsApp or Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat, whatever you want. Just hit me up if you ask any questions. I will reply, I will answer. Like I said before, no question is stupid, so don't try to feel like it's a silly question or anything. No matter how awkward the question is, I'll answer. So yeah, so in the next video I'm gonna be making a temperature converter, the one our lecturer did in class and failed to complete. So I'm gonna be making a complete version of it, so watch out for the next video. Thanks for watching the video. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and leave some comments down below. Once again, it's your boy Kikz Bryan.
Tats all of my dollar, tats all of my dollar, tats all of my dollar. I ain't blowing over my cola. What? Tats all of my dollar, tats all of my dollar, tats all of my dollar. I ain't blowing over my cola. What? Work hard and get paid. I got dollars out of my pain. Also hard in this game.